Anna just went to the bathroom on the plane, but little did she know that this simple act would end up saving her life. As she was about to return to her seat, the plane suddenly started shaking violently. The momentary weightlessness launched Anna into the air. When she regained consciousness, she found herself surrounded by a scene of utter chaos. As she stepped out, she was instantly stunned by the sight before her. Outside was a frozen, snowy landscape. It was clear that the plane had crashed into a snowy mountain during the flight. After searching around, Anna discovered her family members, but they were already frozen solid. She desperately tried to dig their bodies out of the snow. At that moment, a man named Jack, hearing the commotion, emerged from the plane. They were the only two survivors. With no other choice, they had to rely on each other to find a way out of this predicament. They gathered some usable supplies and set off. Before long, they reached the edge of the snowy mountain, which was the only path to escape. The two had no choice but to risk their lives and climb down the cliff. However, for Anna, who had suffered from acrophobia since childhood, this was even more challenging than climbing to the heavens. She misstepped and nearly fell, but Jack managed to grab her just in time. After relentless efforts, they finally made it halfway down the mountain. But the cliffs here were 10 times more treacherous than those above. Anna felt dizzy just from glancing downward. They had to move sideways along the ledges. After just a few steps, Anna was blocked by a large boulder, too afraid to move forward. She looked down at the cliff below, paralyzed with fear. Jack had no choice but to reach out his hands to pull her across. Although Anna's legs were trembling, she knew she had to take a desperate gamble to survive. She finally managed to cross over successfully. But as Jack was about to proceed, he realized there were no more rock walls to cling to. They were trapped halfway up the mountain. Suddenly, Jack had an idea. He leaped off the cliff and landed perfectly on a tree. The tree cushioned his fall, and he survived. Jack quickly told Anna that this method worked and urged her to jump towards the tree. But for Anna, with her fear of heights, this was incredibly difficult. However, with Jack's encouragement, she finally jumped.